Good morning, students. Welcome to the virtual class of Gyaniketan Girls School. Today, we are going to start a new chapter in history, that is Reform, Reformers, and Women. We already have been dealing from last 2 years, that was from 6, that the condition of the women in our society was very miserable. The social status of the lower caste people was not good in our society. Means from this we can clearly see that the caste system existed in our country, in India from ancient times, and society was divided into different classes like high class, low class people, and people were divided into groups, and there were inequalities seen in society. The caste determined major area and the life of the people who belong to certain caste. Like our society have divided the caste system into four category, that is Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, and Shudra, where Brahmins are considered at the topmost and the Shudras and untouchable at the lowest position. So Brahmins and Kshatriya also were known as the upper class people, whereas others apart from these two were known as the lower class people. Traders, moneylenders were placed after them, that was Vaishyas, and peasants and artisans came to the third level. People also considered that the whatever job these people were taking up as their occupation, the Shudras and Ati Shudras, that is untouchable, it was considered as dirty jobs, and it was considered that these dirty jobs have to be done by the Shudras and untouchable. So people here, the Brahmins were at the top of the hierarchical order of caste system, whereas Shudras and untouchables were at the bottom of the this hierarchy, and they were also considered that untouchables were not allowed to mix with the society. They were not allowed to visit the temples, where they were not allowed to draw water from the well where people used to go. So they were outcast from the society. They could not do anything which normal, either the upper class people or kshatriyas or other used to do. They were not, they were forbidden from all these things. So this, and together, all together with this, the situation of women, the condition of women was also not good over there in our country. The condition of women, as it was compared that women were seen as just an object in the society. They had no identity, they had no their personality, they had no individuality in the society. They were just asked to be at home and do the household work. So the condition of women was altogether different as compared to today. The practice of child marriage was seen, it was very much prevalent. Children at the very small age became widow remarriage were not allowed at that time. Burning of widows on the funeral pyre of husband, that was the sati pratha, was very much prevalent, and people considered the women who went with this sati pratha, they were the pious one and other were not. So these were the condition of women. Means in fact, it was seen that women also did not have right to the property that we had been given nowadays. They were not given any sort of education. Later it was seen that education was given to them, but earlier it was considered that by educating women, they will play with the culture and values of Indian tradition. It was not allowed in Indian tradition because they might forget their culture. If they will get educated, they might go ahead of the men. That's why all these things were seen as the condition of women. So we are going to see that how these situations change, how the caste system that was seen in our society from ancient era, how it came to be, means how it changed in modern India, how the Britishers along with the reformers of India tried to change the condition of the lower caste people as well as the women. So that we are going to see in the next video. For today, thank you and have a nice day.